Good morning, everybody. So, I've been working on a project with the hand dyed acrylic yarn. I'm really excited about it. I chose the blue, the variegated blue out of the Manuela collection, and I wanted to see how far I could stretch it out, like the biggest project that I could do with it. And this is what I came up with. And I'm using my baby doll as a model. Let me hold her up. So I used the soft purple, and it was just one ball of the soft purple, and I used a ball of the white and a ball of the variegated. And then here's the blanket that matches. And the blanket is big enough to use as a car seat cover. It's a perfect size to cover up the car seat. Perfect for the car, especially when you have to take the baby for doctor visits, or if you're going to the grocery store, if you're traveling. And it's perfect for swaddling too. Yeah. It's a really cute outfit. Let's do the back. Isn't it cute? It'd be so cute too for photo ops. For baby's first pictures. Craig at work, I think he said it was his brother and his sister are both expecting, and he wanted me to come up with a baby set, and this is what I came up with using those variegated hand-dyed yarns that I did. And I just kept it pretty simple with the stripes. And I used 3 different colors. I did the white, the soft purple, and then I put that blue in there. And mixing the blue in with that purple kind of made it like a little bit of a gray color. but it just gives it that little bit of color pop to really make it different, unique, and make it stand out. So I'm excited to use different colors to see how it, how the colors turn out. Yeah. It's super cute. Cute little baby outfit. So acrylic gets really warm. It's very much a winter yarn. Yeah, this is my baby model. I call her Holly. So this is Holly in her little baby outfit. Now I kind of rolled it up a little bit. She's a pretty small baby. She's only like 6.5 pounds. So she's swimming in it a little bit. But it's a perfect size for a newborn. And I'm excited to see what other colors we can come up with too. So yeah, I just kind of designed this pattern. And I like the hoodie. Let's see what it looks like if we can put the hoodie down. So you can put the hoodie down or up. Yeah. She's so cute. Even Kitty was like confused. Kitty's like, that's a baby. Yeah, that's my baby. My perfect little baby right here. This one doesn't cry, and I don't have to worry about changing diapers. Yeah. But I just use her as a model to help me too with the sizing for the newborn. And I'm going to stick with this pattern for a while. So this would be a perfect gift. This little baby set. And it only took the one ball of the variegated, one ball of the big twist in the white, and then one ball of the purple. So it took 3 balls of yarn to make this entire set right here. Very cute for a baby gift, for a baby shower. And this blanket, it's just perfect enough to, to swaddle or to do your photo op. And it just has that little punch of color. I just put the rest up at the top. And then I put the white down at the bottom. And I did this little bordering here. A little bit fancy. But this is just double crochet right here. It's very simple. I stuck with the double crochet because I didn't want to make it too complicated. Kitty. He's in his kitty house. So I'm excited to see what colors I can play with. So this is the first set in the soft purple and the blue. And when I mixed it with the purple, that blue kind of gave it more of a gray tone. But it's really pretty. It just gives it that unique color to make it special. Yeah, I'm excited. I thought that's so cute. So that's the purple. Now I'm starting to work on the blue, because I wanted to see how far, you know, my yarn could go, and it seems like it's going pretty far. You know, 2 balls of the small big twist value, 2 balls of this, and 1 ball of the hand-dyed acrylic. So now I'm working on the blue. And I'm mixing this light blue, which is the big value, with this blue. And this is how the colors are turning out on that. Which you can see that little pop of purple in there. And then here's the blanket that matches. In that light blue with that variegated. I kind of broke up the variegated a little bit. I guess if I wanted to, I could just use up whatever I have left and just do like just a stripe of the variegated if I wanted to, since I just did that stripe at the bottom. So I kind of like doing that with my blankets, so I know top from bottom or bottom from top. And like I said, if you wanted to, it's perfect size to cover up your car seat, because it gets windy outside. So when Hazel was a baby, I would always throw a blanket on top of her car seat cover just to keep that wind off of her in the winter time. When I had to put her in the car and we had to go to the doctor visits or to the grocery store. But yeah, we're going to do all the colors. I'm excited. So this one is how the blue turned out. And I'd like to do pink next. We'll have to do the pink. So I'm just really playing with the colors to see what type of colors to mix with the hand-dyed acrylic from the Manuela collection. I also have some experimentals too, and I'd like to put some experimental ones on my shop, which is just like different colored balls for smaller projects. But this is probably the most I can stretch it, is to make a baby outfit with a little baby blanket. I was really stretching it out to see how far I could take it, and this is about as much as I can get out of the one ball. Mixing it with the 2 balls of the Value Big Twist. So it's got like 3 different colors. So I thought to, you know, play with the different colors. Like this would be interesting too, because it's that burgundy color. This would really be fun to work with to see how it turns out. I thought too, maybe even Christmassy. I don't know if I could mix a green in that and make a baby set in the Christmas. Maybe like a darker green. It's kind of like this berry color. So yeah, I'm really gonna play around with my colors to see what we get. But as soon as I get this set done, I'll put it on my holly right here. I call her Hobby, or Holly Hobby. Yeah, that's her name, Holly. We'll have to put that outfit on her to see what it looks like. So yeah, I'm excited. This is the first design that I came up with. Very simple double crochet. And we can swaddle her. Yeah, she's gonna stay nice and warm for the winter time. So yeah, the acrylic is very much a winter yarn. And it'll keep them warm in the winter time. She's so precious. Especially too, like in my house, I keep the temperature pretty low in my house. I think it's at like 68 degrees. I don't know. Some people like to keep their house a little bit more on the chilly side. And some people like to keep their houses warm, but we're more on the, we keep it a little chilly in here, and we all just bundle up and snuggle up in our sweaters. So, yeah. But I think too, I would like to make some baby sets for the summertime using a different type of a yarn that's more cooler, like the Happy Place. The Happy Place is 50% wool and 50% cotton, and I'd like to make some baby outfits for summertime in the Happy Place. But as far as using acrylic, it's a very warm yarn. But the good thing about it is you can get the onesies. She don't have a onesie on, but you can get the onesies, and if it gets too warm, you know, you can take the sweater off. And then just have the onesie with the pants. see here. Yeah, she's very realistic looking. But if I could find a onesie to put on her too. It would be cute to get a onesie. Yeah. So that's what I'm going to be working on for quite a while, is these baby outfits with the nice little blanket. It's very small, just big enough for traveling and swaddling the baby. Nothing too crazy. I kept it pretty simple. And I thought about putting like a crochet applique on it, and I was messing around with that, but I think it looks perfect the way it is. I like it very simple. It just looks more elegant keeping it simple. But here's that light blue. Yeah, so I'm really excited. I'm working on the pants too for this outfit right now. And I gotta put the buttons on. I gotta put the buttons on the sweater. We'll see how many I get done. But this is what you can do with that hand-dyed acrylic yarn for a project. Using just the one ball. Just gives it that little extra pop of color that's variegated. Super cute. I'll probably take some pictures too with my baby model. So I'm excited, and I'm excited to see what all type of colors I can mix. Mix the big twist colors with the hand-dyed acrylics. So that's a project you can do with your one ball of 150 yards in the variegated. And that's probably the biggest project you could do. It goes a long ways, but it gives you that pop of color to make it interesting, unique. I like it. Very nice. Yeah, that's what I've been working on. I'm in baby mode. Everybody's having babies, expecting. Cute little gift for a baby shower that you can use as a photo opportunities. Very nice. I'm excited. I'm gonna stick to this project for a while and do some different colors. I want to do all the colors and see what I come up with. So these would be perfect for markets. If you do markets, or if you just want to make a super cute gift. It really went a long ways. Let me grab one of these big twist balls and see the yards in it. Like, I got quite a few different colors. Let's see the yards here. Let me bring up my calculator. I am not good at doing math. I'm not the best. Okay, 910 yards. So it would take 910 yards almost. You might have some left over. Usually the white. I use all of the color, but the white, I usually have a little left over on the white. So not quite 900 yards, but close. When you go to mix. So yeah, about 900 yards, which would be 2 balls of the big twist value and a ball of the hand-dyed acrylic. I don't think that's too bad. That's like the biggest project I could come up with. You know, I'm still working on the pants. I'm working on the pant legs right now. And that's what I have left to do the pants. But yeah, I got it down to the nitty gritty. I use every single little bit that I got. So I'll be sticking with this project and seeing all the different colors because I want to do yellow, I want to do green, I want to do Christmas. And maybe I thought too, well, I don't have to use white. I don't have to use a neutral color. I could mix in a darker blue instead of using the white. For the border, I could use a darker blue, or if I'm doing pink, I could use different shades of pink. So right now we're thinking pink and blue, because we know that's pretty popular for baby colors. But also too, if you don't know if it's gonna be a boy or a girl, we usually use the yellows and the greens because it's kind of neutral. So I like to do some in the yellows and the greens too. So I'm excited. That's what I'm working on. That's what I decided to do at the moment. The project I came up with to use the acrylic. And I was like, I'm just going to use the one ball because this would be a nice gift for a crocheter, a nice little Christmas gift. so they can come up with a project to do with the hand-dyed yarns. That's what I came up with in my brain. But I'm excited. I'm going to stick with that and see how many I can do this week. I have the week off for Thanksgiving. I got the house pretty much ready to go. I just have to, set some glasses and silverware out on the dining room table. But we vacuumed the floor really good. A lady came over and was doing the rainbow demonstration with the vacuum cleaner. Very interested. Super cool. I have a rainbow vacuum, but this was like 17 years ago when it first came out or whatever, and they didn't have any attachments to do the shampooing or the wood floors. So I'm excited about it. I'm kind of hesitating on that price. It's pretty pricey for that, but you can basically do anything with it. And it doesn't have a filter, so it sucks all of that dust and allergen straight into that water. Yeah, she did a really good demonstration. So I'm holding off on that though. I think I might have to have a year to save up some money to get that vacuum cleaner. But yeah, if you guys ever heard of that rainbow vacuum cleaner, they are super nice. It's just the one that I had was old and all I could use it for is the carpet. I didn't have anything that could do the shampooing or the hardwood floors. And she said I have to buy the new version because I said, well, can I just buy the attachments and put it on my old machine? And she said, of course not, because it won't work. The attachments won't work on my machine's too old. My vacuum is too old. So anyways, today I'm going to be finishing the blue, and then maybe I'll go to a pink and do a pink. I don't know. We'll see what colors I get into, but I want to do all the colors. I want to do pink and yellow and green, and I want to do Christmas. Yeah, we're going to come up with some cute little baby sets. Perfect for gifts because there's always somebody that's having a baby, and I like to have them around too, so these would be nice to whip up. This is definitely a weekend project. Definitely a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday thing. Because you don't want to sit there and do it straight. You'll drive yourself crazy. But yeah, this is like a 3-day project. And it's nice to have these around, so if somebody's like, hey, so-and-so's going to be having a baby or having a baby shower, and you have this all ready to go, and you can just give it as a gift for the baby shower. Sometimes it creeps up on you real fast, and you're like, oh my gosh, I didn't know that. And it's nice to have baby supplies on hand to give as gifts, especially when it's handmade. It just makes it more special. I know they do gift registries and stuff like that, but when it's last minute and somebody's having a baby shower and like you just got invited, you're like, well, I don't want to run to the store and get something that somebody else already purchased or bought, you know. That's why they have the gift receipts so they can take it back and get something different if they need to. But it's kind of like, who wants to go through all of that when you can just have something like this ready for them? Something unique, one of a kind. And it would be so cute for a photo op in the winter time too, with the acrylic. But I think too it would be cute to do a summer set with a romper outfit for summertime. But I thought, well, I'll work on winter in the acrylic. And then, I don't know, if I ever get to it, I would love to do some with the Happy Place, because the Happy Place, you can wash it and dry it in the machine and it doesn't hurt it. So I'd like to do some baby outfits with that too. And Tony Lipsy's got different colors that just came out, and the Happy Place. I'm trying to behave myself, I really am, but I'd like to pick up a few more colors so I can make some summer outfits as well. Because acrylic is very much winter yarn. Perfect for winter time. Not so much in the summer because it just gets too hot. So keep that in mind if you're giving gifts for the babies. Acrylic is for winter, and then you need something else for the summertime, like a cotton, or they got polyester, or like a bamboo. The bamboo would be nice for summertime. Something that's just a lot cooler. Alrighty. Well, I guess I'm going to let you guys go, and I'm going to continue making these cute little baby sets. And I'll see you guys next time. We'll see what other colors I come up with. Alright. You guys have a good day, and hopefully your crochet projects are going good. You're coming up with different ideas and stuff. That's why I do these videos, to give you ideas on things that you can make. But I'm pretty much stuck in baby mode. Everybody's having babies. We love our babies. So yeah, I'm even thinking, you know, I could do baby stuff for the whole year, you know. We'll see what happens. We'll see how hardcore I am. If I can do it for an entire year, just these baby outfits, that'd be pretty cool. If I don't get burned out. So, alright, I'm going to let you guys go and catch you next time. Bye.